Oh, yo,
What's going on, man?
what's up, Bubba? Can you hear me?
Yeah, yeah.
Sweet. So I know you said you wanted to do a mock call today. I want to kind of go ahead and get right into it,
Sure.
so we don't run behind because I do have another call at 2:40. So I have a hard stop at 2:40.
Got you.
But you have the phone script pulled up,
Yes, sir. Let me just get that quick.
and that's the one that says "Al phone script all objectives," right?
Uh, Yes, yes.
That's the one I want to start with.
Perfect.
Okay. So just treat the call like I'm a potential client, bro.
Good. All right. Hey, Alistair, how you doing today?
Doing good, bro. How about you?
Very, very good today. What have you worked today? You doing much today? How's your day going?
Doing good, bro. I've been kind of chilling. Yesterday was Easter, so I got the day off today, just kind of hanging out.
How was your Easter?
It was good, bro. It was good. Spent some time with the family. Ate some Easter food and
Cool.
kind of relaxed a little bit. You know what I mean?
Cool, 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 man. Good to hear. Good to hear. I'm glad you had a good Easter. We got you on this call today. I'm just going to give you some strategies to help you achieve your goals, right? And at the end of the call, I'm just going to ask you if you want to work with me. And what I want from you is either a yes or a no, just so we can get a good answer and we can be clear with what we're going to do. So does that sound fair?
Yeah, that sounds fair to me. Right there, bro. You're stuttering over your words. Obviously, it's the first time on the call, but like
Yeah.
you have got to be way more familiar with this.
Okay.
Also, I can tell you're reading off a script.
Okay.
Um, like, dude, if you're trying to follow this word for word and not be yourself, you're gonna sound like a fucking robot. It's gonna be like easy to tell that it's not authentic.
Right. Right. Right.
You need to treat this person like a person on the call, not
Okay.
like they're a robot and like you can just read exact word for word
Right.
and immediately just close. You see what I'm saying?
Yep. Yep.
So the way that I like to frame, again, this is a framework. This is
Yeah.
like, yeah, you could say this exact word for word, and if that's authentic to you, you'll probably close. But if this is not
Right.
how Josh would talk,
Hmm.
don't talk like that. Do you see what
Like
I'm
that.
saying?
Yep.
So the way I'll frame this, just because this is the way I talk, is I did the same thing to you. I said, bro, I fucking hate. Trey did the same thing to you. He was like, I don't like sales calls. We're just trying to get an idea of where you're at now, where you want to be, so we can give you some free value.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
That also sets a nice tone for the beginning of the call. Because
Right.
I'm bringing up the fact that this is a sales call. You are going
Right.
to
Right.
be
Right.
sold at the end of the call. But I'm also bringing up the fact that I don't fucking like normal sales calls. I don't want to just feel like I'm on the phone with a telemarketer for a fucking hour.
Yep.
You see what I'm saying?
Yep.
So me humanizing that and just bringing it up makes me seem like less of a salesman and it disarms the lead, even though I'm still a fucking salesman.
Oh yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. Definitely.
All right, let's get into it.
All right. So already done what we done.
Start off wherever you want to start off. If you feel like you need to rework it, then we can rework it.
Gotcha. So we're on the call today, right? I'm just going to give you some strategies and a couple goals to help you achieve your goals, right? I'm also going to ask you at the end of the call, just a simple yes or no, just so we can get a firm answer and we can get started from there. And look, I hate sales calls, right? So I know this is a sales call. You will get sold something at the end of this, but I'm just trying to get to know you a little bit more.
100%. Um, again, dude, like you're obviously this first time on the script, but you're like, you will be sold something at the end of this. Why?
Okay. Yeah.
What am I being sold? What again?
Right.
I'm gonna ask you. You could say something like, "I'm gonna ask if you want to work with me at the end of the call." Obviously, you can tell me yes or no. You're leaving the decision up to them.
But that word sales kind of sounds a little
Yeah, dude.
harsh.
What if I got you on the? What if Trey got you on the call and he told you at the end of the call that you had an obligation to pay?
Mm.
You probably would have been very skeptical going into the entire call.
Oh yeah.
But we framed it in a way where we're like, "Hey, we're just trying to help you out."
Hmm.
So you also were like, "Oh, this is really cool. They're just trying to give me some free information."
Right.
Then we built up a bunch of authority. We built up a bunch of like value of the call. And then at the end of the call, we basically had you so warm to close that you closed.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But the way that you're like wording it is like, again, we're trying to give people options. And sales is basically convincing the lead that the right option is to pay you.
Yeah.
You're rewiring their subconscious, right? That's all sales is.
Yeah.
But if I told you, like, dude, if we were working out together, excuse me, I'm sorry.
You're good.
If when you told me, hey, I have this thing with my ligament and my ankle, and I looked at you and I said, that's some fucking bullshit. You can squat. Don't be such a bitch. You would have probably taken that really personally. You would have
Right.
been really offended. But I'm not gonna lie. That's what I was thinking when you told me that about your ankle. Newsflash, I didn't say that. I said, dude, we'll just get on the hack squat. We'll try it. We'll let you see if it feels good or not. I put the ball in your court.
Mm.
And then you did it and you were fine.
Yep.
Do you see how I'm like, I'm giving you an option, but I'm not giving you the option that
Right. You're kind of walking right into a trap a little bit.
I'm controlling the direction of the call,
Yeah.
but I'm giving you
Just like
the
those
steering
totals.
wheel.
Yeah. Okay.
It's almost like we're in driver's ed and I have the steering wheel and you think you're leading us the way. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
And I'm just like, ha, you know what I mean?
Yep. Yep.
That's what basically like sales is, bro. So, but this is all a confidence thing as well.
For
This is
sure.
your first time reading the script. But dude, if you haven't been practicing this script by yourself, if you haven't been reading it over, that's a huge problem. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
All right, let's go again.
Gotcha, bro. So I'm gonna start with initial exercise / workout questions. Is that cool? Awesome. And I'm just gonna let you know I'm gonna be taking some notes of what you say, so again I can get a better understanding. So if I'm looking down or anything, it's not that I'm not paying attention. Just writing a few things down.
100%. That's the exact excuse that I use for like if I'm gonna look at the script.
Yeah, I figured.
If you're gonna look at the phone script, bro, because you don't remember it, you need to make sure that you look down.
Yeah, exactly.
And like you're writing something, then like
Go
look
over.
up. Yeah,
Yeah.
you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because people will pick up on shit, bro.
Oh yeah.
And again,
I'm looking over
if
at
I'm
it every
doing
time.
this, hey, how you doing today? Do you see what I'm saying? And I'm like
Oh yeah.
reading off a script.
Yep.
I'm gonna burn the cell right there.
Right.
My number one goal right now, bro, is honestly just to like build some muscle and burn some fat. I just want to get stronger and get abs, bro. I've never had abs in my life.
Oh yeah. Well, that's super important, right? That's definitely a big goal of a lot of people. So you're not alone. Um, and I'm glad that you have a very clear goal that you kind of want to work towards, right? Why would you say that's important to you? Why do you want to get abs?
Dude, honestly, man, like I've never been really confident in myself.
Mm,
And it would just probably make me feel better just knowing when I look in the mirror that I actually am confident in myself.
yeah. And you say that like, why do you want to be confident in yourself? Why is that important to you?
I mean, pretty much like anybody else would say, I feel like.
Right.
Make me feel better, make me look better.
Mm-hmm.
I've got, I'm married, I've got a wife. I want, to lead by example. I want
Mm,
to lead our kids by example. So
good.
I feel like it's just kind of gonna affect every area of my life positively.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. I'm glad you have a kind of a clear mind on what you can be and how that can affect your life. So, with that being said, like, how is your current situation? Would you say you're not very confident, and how is that affecting your life?
I mean, my current situation isn't great with my physique. I
Right.
don't I don't look in the mirror and go like, oh, I'm so happy with what I have. That's why I'm
Right.
cool. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yes. Totally. So, I want you to feel that. And I know you want to feel that, right? Looking at yourself, before your shower or whatever, like, man, I put in this work and now I look good. So, it's super important. That's going to affect your everyday life, not only just yourself, but all of your relationships, your business. So, you know, does that kind of affect your life, not feeling that way? How does it feel with your work and your social life and your social events? Kind of how is that affecting your life right now?
So honestly, man, it doesn't really affect my work too much.
Okay.
I work from home. So
Oh, nice.
I
Nice.
guess it's
What do you do? What do you do for work?
I'm in a remote sales company,
Nice.
so I sell like an online offer, but I'm
Gotcha.
usually at my computer all day long. And
Right.
with that, my man, I just want to be healthier for my kids when we have them.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't want them to see their dad being over shape, out of weight. Um, and also like I want to be here for a long time.
Mm, mm.
Uh,
Right. Because weightlifting and looking good is more than just looking good. It's
so when
affecting
some
life.
right there, I have a bad habit of that. When someone's talking, bro, because I wasn't even done talking there.
Okay.
You just cut me the fuck off.
Gotcha.
Sales is a listening game.
Okay.
If you are so eager to get from bullet point to bullet point
Yeah. Yeah.
that
Yeah.
you
It's
don't
like,
that you don't let the fucking lead talk, bro,
yep.
then you're just talking the entire time, and then
They're just listening the entire time. Yeah. Yeah.
and then it feels like a lecture. You see
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
You want them to speak as much as possible because they're giving you ammo.
Okay. Yeah. 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 Good point.
If you're gonna cut me off when I'm trying to give you ammo, then I'm probably gonna give you less ammo every time you ask a question. I'm gonna open up less, and then you're gonna have less leverage to close.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yep. Totally.
Let's keep going.
Cool. So, yeah, well, I know I want that for you. I want you to feel confident. I want you to have that healthy lifestyle, right? And that's what I'm here for. I want you to have a lifestyle change and to just totally be a brand new you, brand new Alistair, right? So that's what I want for you, and I can tell you want that for you as well. So just kind of take me through a typical day of eating for me, and be as honest as possible because honesty makes it so like I can work with you as much as possible, give you as much tips as possible. So just be brutally honest with me. What a typical day of eating looks like for you.
So first off, skip breakfast usually. Um, I'd say probably about like 4 out of 7 days I'm not eating breakfast. If I
Yeah.
am eating breakfast, like the 3 out of 7 days, I'll probably uh I'll probably DoorDash like some McDonald's with my coffee or something like that.
Yeah.
Lunch, it's whatever my wife makes, honestly. And then dinner is usually like leftovers, whatever my wife makes as well.
Oh, nice.
Um, and that's kind of like my typical meals throughout the day,
Okay.
Monday through Friday at least.
Right. And then what do the weekends look for you?
So Saturday and Sunday, I definitely eat out a little bit more. I have a bad habit of like going in the pantry and eating a lot of snacks. At the end of the day on like Saturday or Sunday, I have like a fat bowl of cereal or like
Yeah.
a couple pastries or like a Pop Tart or something.
Mm.
Um, but I kind of really don't know what to do with the nutrition, so
Okay. Yeah.
I guess I'm just kind of like trying to eat healthier. If that makes
Right. 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 So, sounds like you got a good head on you, right? You kind of have a basic understanding. You try your best. And do you drink any alcohol or smoke cigarettes or anything?
I don't smoke any cigarettes. If I do drink, it's usually like once a month. Me and my
Yeah.
wife will go out and drink with a couple friends or like go dancing or something like that.
Okay.
If we do drink, it'll be about like 3 to 5 drinks that night or something like that.
Right, right. Okay, that totally makes sense. So like I said, again, sounds like you have a good understanding. You just need a little bit better of an understanding, right? So, do you track any of your food?
I'm not tracking anything right now. Like I said, I don't really know what to do, and I've stressed myself out before by you know tracking,
Mm,
doing keto, and trying
mm,
these other types of diets and not making progress. So,
yeah, and
right, you about did it again.
yep, 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 yep.
See, if I'm giving you ammo and you're so eager to talk that you don't let me finish my sentence, like I guess put it this way, the vibe that it gives out is like, are you going to listen to me as my coach?
That's good. That's true.
Do you see what I'm saying?
Yep, yep, totally.
Um, this is my worst downfall, bro, because I'm a yapper. I'm so eager to like give people info that I'll
Yeah,
cut them off.
definitely. I know. I know.
But bro, also this just makes you seem too salesy. I
Okay.
understand that you're eager to get through the questions and give people information.
Yeah.
And to you, you might have all the information that you need
Right.
to give them feedback, but if you just cut them off, they're not going to feel like they got like time to express themselves. They're not going
Yeah.
to feel like you listen.
Yeah. Yep. Yep.
We talked about this on the onboarding call, bro. Clients sign because they feel so personalized and so special on the calls that it's almost like they're in the Louis Vuitton store.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah.
the person in the Louis Vuitton store doesn't cut me off when I'm talking about my day before I spend $2,000 on a belt.
Yeah.
Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah. Totally. Definitely.
Dude, the lady when I bought this Rolex, bro, the lady might as well have wiped my own ass for me. How much she was like catering the entire scenario to me.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
You see what I'm saying? So like that's genuinely what sales is. Again, asking the right questions, directing the conversation, but also making the lead feel so special, especially in high ticket sales, that
Mm-hmm.
they don't even think twice about the price. They just pay. Does this
Okay.
make sense?
Yeah. Yeah. Definitely.
Um, all right, let's keep going.
Cool. So you talked about diets you've done in the past, and you said you feel like you don't know what you're doing. You know, shoot, I forget exactly what you said. What'd you say? Something about keto diet, and I was
I said
gonna
I've
ask
tried
you.
fad diets before. I've done, keto. I've
Yeah.
tried to, track my calories, but I don't really know
Okay.
what
Yes.
I'm doing.
Yes.
So I've stressed myself out and I just kind of get.
Oh, there it is. Okay. So how
This is
come?
also like you should be taking notes,
Yeah. 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 Yep.
like actually taking notes. I always take notes on the call because, like, dude, I'm not going to
That,
remember
that's
every single
ammo
thing
right
that the
there. Yeah.
client.
Yeah.
What? Like, dude, how do you give a good assessment if you're not going to actually take notes about what the client's struggling with?
Right. Right. Right.
You see me? You feel me?
Yeah. I'd been taking notes, but I just missed the keto. Okay.
If you
So
need to ask them, bro, because it'll make them feel important.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Ask them
Definitely.
twice. Be like, hey, just be like, I'm taking notes. I just want to make sure I got everything here.
Okay. Okay.
So you said you tried this. You said you tried this, and I just missed that last part. I just want to make
Okay.
sure I got it all correctly.
Okay.
And this is going to make a person feel very listened to,
Mm,
very important, and that's going to increase your authority and just the potential close at the end of the call.
okay. Cool.
People like to feel special, bro. See what I'm saying?
Hmm.
All right, let's go.
Cool. So, you said you've done those fad diets, you've done keto, and you said it stressed you out. How come that was so stressful for you?
Dude, honestly, I mean, not making progress, obviously.
Yeah. 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 Totally. It's cool. So, I'm just going to kind of give you my 2 cents on, what I would recommend for you. So it's super important to track your calories because, it sounds like
Even you skip the fitness questions.
oh, am I
You
not supposed to do it right there?
no, you skip the fitness questions, you skip the vision, you skip
And
the
then you do
gap.
value at the bottom. Okay. I was thinking on doing value for each of them. So I was going to give value at nutrition, value at
No,
fitness.
no, you give the full assessment of
All of
people.
it.
You're
Okay.
just asking questions at this point. You're just getting an
Gotcha.
idea of where they're at.
Gotcha.
The more that they talk at the beginning of the call, the easier the close will be at the end of the call for you.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yep. Totally. Cool. So, and then, so I got a good understanding of your eating. Let's switch to our training. How many days a week do you train, and what do you do for your split?
So honestly, I train 5 days a week right now. I just kind of go Monday through Friday and I train whatever isn't sore that day. I
So,
kind of like go in there and do whatever.
okay, good. And you said you train Monday through Friday, 5 days in a row?
Yes.
And no plan of kind of what you're doing. You just kind of go in.
No, I don't really have a plan, and I've tried so many different things and done so many different programs. I just kind of like mix everything together from all the different things that I've done and do what I'm feeling for the day.
Okay. Okay. And you said you've tried some things, some programs, some ideas before, but they haven't been working?
No, no, they haven't.
Okay.
I feel like I wouldn't be on the call with you if I was in the shape that I
For
was.
sure. For sure. Yeah. And does it kind of, I mean, how does it feel when it's not really working?
Not good at all. Again, I
Mm,
like to look better and feel better, and I think that'll help my personal relationships, business relationships. It doesn't feel good.
okay, totally, totally. So, with that being said, let's say you and I are talking 12 weeks from now, right? And you've accomplished all your goals, right? You're confident. You've built that fat and you've built all that muscle. You can finally see abs, and you look in the mirror and you're happy with yourself. You're proud of yourself. How would that make you feel?
I mean, dude, honestly, again, it make me more confident in myself. I
Mm,
want to look better, feel better, fuck better, like all of those things
mm.
sound
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well,
like they
good,
would
good.
improve my mood.
Good, good, good. That's super important. And what does life look like for you? How is life going to be a little different once you reach these goals?
I'm more confident. I feel like I perform better in all areas of my life.
Nice. Okay, yeah, definitely. Totally agree with that. That's a very good point and a good way of saying that. And what exactly do you look like? You know, you see this perfect vision. What is that?
So to me, it just be having abs and being stronger than I am right now. I guess I don't really know what I'm capable of, so
Mm,
I've set goals and not achieved the expectations before, and I don't want that to happen again. I just don't want to be let down. So
100%. Yeah, yeah. So, do not put any expectations on yourself. You gotta, you can do whatever you put your mind to. So, if you say you want to lose whatever, how many pounds, you can do whatever you can do as long as you're consistent, as long as you have a good plan and you have, you're accountable and you're able to do those things, right? So, I love that you have goals, but don't put a cap on yourself. You really can do whatever you can put your mind to. So, and how would you kind of celebrate if you 100% hit all your goals?
honestly, I don't see myself stopping from there. I would probably just want to keep going.
Awesome, awesome. And why would you want to keep going?
I mean, obviously, I'm not trying to like make the progress and lose it. And I've
Mm-hmm.
done things before where I've like lost weight before and put it right back on.
Right.
So I haven't been able to like make progress and keep progress.
Right, because we want to make that lifestyle change, right? And that's the really cool thing about this is that it really is tailored to Alistair. It's Alistair's goals, Alistair's way of
What is
life.
this?
Mm. Um, so I shouldn't have said that there.
I'm not saying you shouldn't have said that, but what is this?
Explain this. Um,
And again, at this point in time, bro, it's like you're almost trying to sell me when you're not even at the assessment.
okay. So maybe I'm speaking a little too much.
Yeah, just ask the questions, bro. Let
Okay.
them answer. Let them speak. If you're gonna give people a validation or a cookie, bro, give them a little bit. I completely agree.
And then that's it, pretty much.
I completely understand that. And you're asking good questions, like deeper questions. When I was giving you like base questions, and I was just like, oh, it doesn't make me feel good. And you're like, well, what doesn't feel good? Those are good because those just keep me talking, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
But if you're like, oh, dude, I completely understand. I've felt that way before too. And then you talk for 5 to 10 minutes, you kind of lose me. You know what I mean? So
Yep.
it's like, I wouldn't feel good. It's like, dude, I completely understand that you wouldn't feel good. That's probably why we're on the call.
Yeah.
But what specifically would not feel good? And then they're going to talk more.
Mhm.
They don't give you the in depth answer you want. Be like, dude, completely get that. Acknowledge the statement, give the person a treat, and then ask a more in depth question.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. But try to keep it as simple as possible. I feel like I'm over explaining a little too much.
Dude, yes, you hold all of that information for the assessment.
Okay. Got you.
That's why it
Got you.
says don't hold back, give value.
Okay. Got you.
But I can tell by your behavior on this call that you haven't really looked over the script very much.
Yeah. I've only listened to the videos. Cool. So now that I've got a good understanding and I know what you want, why do you think you haven't been able to achieve these goals on your own?
Honestly, dude, I just don't feel like I've had the right information. I'm not a fitness expert and
Mm,
I'm very busy with work. I've tried to figure out how to do this on my own. There's so much information out there that it just really confuses me. And again, I've tried programs. I've been able to make some progress, but I can't keep the progress.
Mm,
Right.
right.
So it's just I really don't have an answer for you if like nothing changes or how, my life's gonna feel because I've been trying to make these changes for a long time. I haven't achieved them.
Mm, mm. I can feel the frustration. And it seems like you need a direction, but you just don't know where to go. I totally get that. So, say another 6 months goes by and you don't achieve your goals. How's that going to feel?
Even worse than I feel now. I don't think my mood's gonna get better if I keep staying in the same spot. You know what I mean?
Mm,
I guess biggest thing too is in the long run, like it's not gonna help my health either in the long run at all.
yeah, yeah, totally. Because we've got those goals of a lifestyle of health for your kids and everything like that, right? So, you've got summer coming up. Are you gonna maybe use that as some motivation to hit those goals?
I wouldn't necessarily even say summer would be my motivation because I'm married. You know what I mean? Like I don't have any specific reason to want to look good with my shirt off other than like again setting a good example for my family and just feeling better about myself. You know what I mean?
Yeah, totally, totally. Again, that sounds really good.
A good way to frame that instead of are you going to use that to get motivated is because people will usually, dude, if he was motivated, put it this way also, motivation's bullshit, bro. Discipline keeps you going.
Discipline. Yeah.
So like asking, well, is that going to keep you motivated? The answer is no, because they're already not in shape and they've had a
Yeah.
million summers before. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yes. Yep.
So it's more like, dude, summer's coming up. Again, are you going to use this as a reason to like not hit XYZ goal?
Okay.
This is isolating an objection before it happens.
Yep.
So that way you don't get to the end of the call, you have them really hyped up, then you say the price and they use that as an excuse. Oh, well, summer's coming up. I think I'll just hit you back up at the end of the busy season.
Okay. Gotcha.
Now you've already got them talking about summer, so they're going to give you either like clear, like
Get
again,
it right there, maybe.
yeah, so you can fight through it,
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
they're going to say, no, I wouldn't use that as an excuse. And then if they try to give you that as an excuse at the end, you got to be like, well, when we were talking, I thought you said you weren't going to use summer as an excuse. So, like, is it the price that's stopping you, or like what's going on? You know what I mean?
Right. 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 Use their own words to
Ex-
fight
ex-
there. Yeah.
exactly.
Yep. Cool. Um, awesome. So, based on what you told me, I've got a few answers on why you're kind of, getting held back. So here's what I would recommend. I'm just going to again give you my 2 cents on what I think can help you. I really think you should be tracking your calories, right? There's a lot of calorie tracking apps. You should figure out your maintenance calories. So how many calories you burn at rest or at a typical day, and just track your calories, right? Knowing is really super important to see if you're actually losing weight over time.
So
So
what would my maintenance calories be?
so that depends on you Alistair as a person. So how active you are, how many how much muscle you have, weight and height, that kind of thing. So you can actually look up on Google a quick search. You can look up maintenance calorie calculator and
Okay? A lead is coming to you for information.
yeah. How do I don't,
They ask you a question, and then you tell them to ask Google for the answer.
what should I do there?
You should have already had a calorie calculator pulled up
And then ask for their information right there.
in the modules. It already tells you to ask for this information in the DMs before you set up after you set
Okay.
up the call.
Okay. Gotcha.
You should have this information already. If you don't have this information for whatever reason, you should ask that in the beginning assessment.
Okay.
What's your height, weight, and age? Just want to get an idea of where
Yeah.
you're
Yeah.
currently at, since we didn't talk about that when we were DMing.
Yeah. Yeah.
See what I'm saying?
Okay. Yep. And then I would
Now,
do that myself and give you an answer.
yeah, now when I go, well, what would my maintenance calories be? You should be like,
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
well, dude, I'm glad you asked. You see what I'm saying? Like this,
Yep.
this is sets you up as an authority, and it also, like, dude, again, what I want to pay you if I asked you a question, you told me to ask Google every time.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I have the same like problem with sometimes like, dude, the other day when you asked me that question, I literally wanted to be like, dude, this is in like I said it was in the modules, and then I was like, this is why he pays me to answer questions. So I wrote out that entire script and sent it to you.
Mm-hmm.
That's what makes you value me.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if I were to ask you questions on a call and I'm possibly going to pay you, but you tell me to ask Google, you think I'm more likely to pay you? Did I cut out?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Like again, but if you ask me something and then I tell you to ask Google, are you more likely to pay me?
Yeah, no, definitely.
No. You see what I'm saying?
Yep, totally. Yeah, I'll just, but that's already in the DMs. Like, if you were an actual client, I would have already gotten that all
Yeah, I
squared
mean,
away,
dude, but
right?
also again, I like to have the call booked before I ask them what's their height, weight, and age, so that I don't feel like I'm. I mean, dude, you can also just ask right through the at the beginning because you can give them a lot of free value that can give
Right
you
there.
leverage to book the call just from having that.
Okay.
But you also like, I guess the reason I like to ask and I don't give them too much information in the DMs. When I say in the DMs, like, dude, I give you enough information so that you have an idea that you're doing something wrong,
Yep.
but I don't give you the entire answer because then if I did, you would not have any reason to get on the call.
Mm-hmm.
Does that make
Yeah,
sense?
yeah, definitely.
So I'm framing the DMs in the way of like, I'm helping you,
Right,
but
right,
let's talk more
right.
on a call. You know what I mean?
Yep,
It's like I'm hooking people in.
yep. Okay, cool. So, like I said, I'm gonna want you to track your calories. It's super important to have a macro goal. A good split is usually 40-40-20. So we're looking at 40% protein, 40% carbs, and 20% fat. That's a good baseline. And you're only gonna know that by tracking your calories. As well as eating breakfast, right? I think that's super important for you because you don't want to starve yourself throughout the day because this is a lifestyle change. So if you're going to starve yourself, you're not going to be able to stick to that consistently. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Awesome. So my goal is, and your goal should be, stay full throughout the day, eating good foods, tracking good foods, so you have that perfect knowledge of what you're eating and how much you're eating. Does that make sense?
100%.
Awesome, cool. And then so for training, um, I'm glad you're in the gym. Step number one, right?
You gotta stop saying after every other word.
Okay.
Is those filler words kill like dude, they just don't make you seem confident
Okay.
on the call at all.
Yep.
You see what I'm
Yep.
saying?
Yep.
You've got like when you have a better flow,
Yeah. Yeah.
if when Trey was trying to sell you or give you advice on business, Josh,
Hmm.
what you need to do is really just have the right systems because that'll allow you to take your business to the next level. How's that sound to you?
Awful.
Sounds like I'm not very confident in what I'm selling you, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's why I say you got to make sure that you know the script like the back of your hand, bro.
Yep.
Because you need to be able to go from just like point to point. You know what I mean? Or if
Smoothly.
you're going to
Yeah.
be reading off of it, put it this way: I'm at a point in sales where if I had a new script, I could read off of it and still
Yeah. Yeah.
be like A1, good to
Oh
go.
yeah.
You see what I'm
Yep.
saying?
Yep.
But I've done like over probably like 1,000 sales calls, bro.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So it's just very second nature to me. Um, I just did it myself. I said, but every other word, I understand saying it sometimes, bro, because you're not going to kill all your filler words, but public speaking is huge.
Hmm.
Tonality, confidence, like the flow of your speaking.
Right. Right. Right.
And I let you do it the first like 25 minutes of the call.
Oh
But,
yeah.
but if
Yeah.
I was basically like counting the ums this entire call,
Okay.
it's a lot,
That's a
bro.
lot.
You're over like 100 ums already. That's a lot of um 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 do you see what I'm saying? And if
Definitely.
I'm trying to relay you information, imagine if in a piece of content every other word I said
Yeah, yeah. I noticed that in my content. I gotta I cut them out on CapCut a lot.
you can't cut out a live call. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So you got to be good at that. Like this is why I'm saying you got to, like, if you can, get friends, family, someone on a mock call, have them
Cool.
pretend to be a
You.
potential client. You know
Yeah,
what I
yeah.
mean?
Hmm.
Not even me, just pretend that they
Right.
could
Like
say
what
totally
you're
different
doing.
shit.
Yeah,
You know what
yeah,
I
yeah,
mean?
yeah. Yeah.
That'll teach you how to fight through different objections.
Yep. Cool. Cool. Did you want to keep going or did you need to
Yeah,
stop?
let's keep going.
Cool.
I got like
Um,
5 to 10 minutes. We can keep going.
awesome.
Also, at this point, um, like I like to give them not a specific meal plan, but I'll tell them what their calories should be, just because, dude, 90% of the times, bro, like they're gonna ask anyways.
And that'll come with me knowing the maintenance calories.
Yeah, bro. When you search it in on the calorie calculator, you'll know.
Yeah.
You know what I
Yep.
mean?
Yep.
And then
It'll
you
give
just
a
basically
recommendation.
you'd be like, all right, your maintenance calories. See, I don't tell them what they should be eating to lose fat. I basically tell them, okay, your maintenance calories are this. If you wanted to lose body fat, you need to eat in a 500 calorie deficit.
Right.
Because 3,500 calories is 1 pound of body fat. So 500 calorie deficit, 77 days a week is 3,500 calories in a week.
And you didn't say one thing of what you should eat.
No, I just gave them a bunch of information on how they should do it, right? But that's so confusing to somebody that doesn't know fitness.
Mm-hmm.
So now they know what to do, but they don't know how to do it. So the question, they feel like they got some really good value.
Right.
That's some really in-depth information. Not a lot of people know that information.
Yep.
So they feel like, oh, that's awesome. I know this now. And then at the end of the call, they're like, well, how do I do that? Do you see what I'm saying?
Yes. Yes.
We're building leverage.
Yep. Cool. So, oh, shoot.
You're good.
Anyway, so what you should be doing is being in a 500 calorie deficit. That's going to put you per week. Oh my gosh. Can I restart?
Go ahead, bro.
So,
If
um,
if
where are we
again,
at?
I want you to like get confident in this. And here's the
At
thing:
least like,
if
I'm
you,
catching it now. I'm
yeah,
catching it.
no, 100%. But if you get flustered on a call and say, "Can I restart?" The dude is going to be
Oh,
like,
definitely. Yeah. Don't just go with the flow. Yeah.
"Yeah,
Yeah.
just take it, bro." You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah. Yeah. So now that we kind of have an understanding of you need to be tracking your calories, if you want to lose weight, I would recommend a 500 calorie deficit per day. So for the week, that's going to put you at a deficit of about 3,500 calories, and that is equal to a pound of body fat. So if you did that per week, you would lose a pound of body fat per week. Does that make sense?
No, yeah, that makes 100% sense.
Okay, great, great. And so when it comes to training, I do have a couple suggestions as well. Um, so you train 5 days a week, right? And 5 days in a row. So I want to put it this way, right? We get stimulus, but we also get fatigue. So when you train, you get a little bit of stimulus, but you also get some fatigue. And then the next day you train, and then you get some stimulus, and then you get some fatigue. Third day, train, stimulus, but then you get some fatigue. After that kind of third day, it starts to go down a little bit, right? So you don't get as much stimulus, but you get a lot of fatigue. Fifth day in a row, you start going down a little bit, and you're really not getting that much stimulus, but you're still getting plenty of fatigue. Does that make sense?
No, that makes perfect sense.
Awesome. So I love the 5 days a week that you're in the gym. I think that we just need to throw a few rest days in there. So I would recommend no more than 3 days in a row, and that's going to keep you fresh, right? You're going to get great stimulus for 3 days, fatigue, and then after those 3 days, boom, we're already starting at zero. We can get some more stimulus, right? Does that make sense?
Yes.
I would also recommend, again, tracking your workouts, right? Because we need progressive overload to see our bodies change and to see if our workouts are actually doing right. So you need to know that. Just kind of like tracking calories, I want you to track your workouts. So, weights and reps, how much you're resting, that kind of thing. So we know that the work is working. Does that make sense?
Yes, 100%.
Awesome. So, um, the good news is that you're definitely the type of person that I want to work with, right? You already have a good understanding, and it looks like you got some goals to hit, right? So, would you like to hear about how I can help you?
Yeah, no, 100%, dude. That's why I'm on the call.
Awesome. Great, great, great. So, um, we got what I got for you. We have a 12-week transformation program, and here's what's all included. You get a meal plan. So, based on your results, based on your needs, based on your lifestyle, because of course, we don't want you living in a box. You know, dieting, like I was kind of saying, if you love bread and you completely cut off bread, how likely is it for the rest of your life for you not to eat bread?
Not likely at all.
Exactly. So this meal plan is totally accustomed to Alistair and your lifestyle and what you love to eat, and you can continue to love what you eat while burning fat. How does that sound?
Sounds good.
Awesome. So, like I said, I would give you a meal plan that's going to be updated for you every week. We're going to be coming together. Of course, you can. That's later on. Shoot. So I'm going to give you a meal plan that's going to be updated every week to kind of make sure.
You should be screen sharing this to the potential clients.
How do I do that with you on the?
Yeah, I can allow you to,
Okay.
but obviously you would just go to like at the bottom of your Zoom. There's
It
going to
says
be a share
more,
button.
right? Oh, well, for me, it doesn't say share, but if for you, it says share right at the bottom.
Yeah.
Perfect. And then you go right to the thing and just show them around.
Hmm.
Okay, cool.
As I'm explaining it, so like when I talk about training, I'll like show them what the training plan looks like. When I talk about
Right,
nutrition,
right,
I'll
right.
show them what the nutrition plan looks
Keep
like.
them have some more attention and really show them value.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So again, meal plan is going to be adjusted every week, so it doesn't get boring. You can eat the foods you love, and we can continue to burn fat. Does that make sense?
Mhm.
I'm going to give you a workout plan that's going to actually have solid workouts so you know what you're doing in the gym every single time. And you're going to be tracking them, like I was saying earlier, weights, reps, that kind of thing. So I can see that and you can make progress, right? And if you have any questions on how to do a workout, guess what? It's got videos to where if you've got a question, boom, click on a video and you can understand exactly how to do that exercise. Does that make sense?
100%.
Awesome. Great. I'm glad you're understanding what I'm saying. And lastly, the accountability. Right? That's a huge portion of what we're going to be doing. So, I'm going to be texting you every single morning a motivational text of, "Hey, let's get going to the gym," or if it's a rest day, maybe an active rest day, and I'm asking you, "Are you hitting this today? Like let's go today." Give you some motivation, right? We can also do weekly check-ins, a video just like this to make sure that we're all clear, make sure that our goals are still intact, make sure, if you have any questions, please ask me. If you need anything adjusted, again, please ask me. You also have 24/7 access to me. I'm going to give you my personal number. So if you have any questions anytime, I'm always available for you. So we can be super clear about your intentions. Does that make sense?
100%.
Awesome.
Just
Awesome.
make sure with the check-in part, you don't say that it's going to be just like this because you're not going to get on Zoom calls every single
Okay.
week with every client. You're
Gotcha.
going to do Loom videos. So just say Loom.
Okay. Cool. Cool.
You'll do video check-ins via Loom
Okay. Got
because
it.
that's what you do. And that's honest. That way people are like, well, I signed up thinking that we were going to
For
do
a
a
Zoom
Zoom call
call.
every
Yeah.
week.
Yeah. Yeah. Cool. And what would you say on a scale of 1 to 10, how confident you are in how I can assist you? How confident are you in my abilities so we can reach goals together?
I would say like 9 out of 10.
Okay, yeah, totally. That's great. 9 out of 10 is really good. Of course, you could have said, 1 or 2. How come you didn't say 1 or 2 or 3 or a low number?
Because everything that you said makes sense. The only reason I didn't say 10 out of 10 is because I'm skeptical about if I can actually make progress because I've done programs before and they haven't worked.
Okay, yeah, yeah. So, you have some worry is a little bit of what you can do, but totally trusting in my abilities and how I can get you there.
I mean, I wouldn't say totally trusting because I haven't worked with you yet and you haven't got me the progress.
Okay.
Like I said, that's why I'm 9 out of 10 because what you've said makes sense. But I've also tried other programs where what they've said has made sense and I haven't made progress.
Okay. Yep. Totally. Totally. That makes sense. And so, what have you done with other programs? Have they held you accountable? Like I was saying, you guys going to hold you accountable, or are they giving it all that I'm offering you, or how did they work?
Um, well, like I said earlier, one I was doing keto, the other was more of a CrossFit program.
Hmm.
Um, they were not as in depth as this, no, but again, they all said things that made sense and gave me advice that made sense, and then I did not make progress. So
Totally.
I
Totally.
had some skepticism.
100%. 100%. Totally get that. That makes sense to me. But we're different, right? We hold people accountable. We give them clear goals, and we give them clear
Who's
ways that
we?
goals. Me, I, right?
Okay.
Should I say?
Yeah, I mean, you said we, so I just was curious if
Okay.
you could
Yeah.
team
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
not. You know what I mean?
Okay. Yep. So, I'm going to give you clear goals. I'm going to give you clear steps to hit those goals every single day. Does that make sense?
100%.
Awesome. So this is where we drop the price, right? And then that's it.
This is where you would ask them if this is, again, you said, let's say on a scale of 1 to 10, I'm being literally just wasted. One being I literally just wasted 45 minutes on the call.
Yep.
Um, and 10 being this is exactly what I feel like I need to be able to do to get to X goal. Where would you say
Yep.
you're at specifically? All right. And then if they say anything less than 10, what makes you say 8, 5, 7 specifically?
Yep.
Explain away their concerns and explain it with as little words as possible. These are potential objections that you can handle.
Yep. Yep.
Does
Cool.
that make sense at all?
Yes, totally. Totally. So, okay. So, we're 9 out of 10 right now. And to be honest with you, man, I don't really want to work with people who aren't 100% confident in me as a coach. So, if you don't think I can help you, that's cool. But we can hop off, right? We can, go our separate ways.
That just makes somebody so insecure, bro. If you tell me that, I'm going to be like, all right, peace.
Yeah.
Off. This
Right.
literally says,
I
what makes you say 8, 5, 7 specifically? So what makes you say 9 specifically?
Oh,
Just curious.
the do not applies to the others there too.
This says, do not put words in their mouth. Avoid salesy statements like what's holding you back from being a 10.
I definitely said that.
So this shows me again that you have not read the script or looked at it in depth.
Yeah.
Came
Yeah.
into this trying to like free ball this call. And that's also why I specifically asked you earlier if you had done everything on your weekly checklist because it says look at the important documents, and in the important documents, the phone script is in there.
Yeah. Yeah.
So my only point with this is like just do everything to set yourself up for success, bro.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Like I talked about in the gym the other week, if you're waiting for me to always figure out things or solve things for you or waiting for me to take the next step for you,
Hmm.
what happens when our 6 months is over?
Hmm.
Because I'll take the next step for you, bro, right? Like, it's also why you paid me. I want you to get good results. But what happens if I do every bit of legwork or every bit of thinking for you and you don't learn how to critically think by the time we're done working together?
Hmm. Hmm.
Then when you have client problems or you can't figure out what to do or what direction you need to move in, you're always going to have to continue to pay me as a coach, which I'm cool with if you want to,
Yeah.
or you're going to be fucked.
Hmm.
Or it's going to cost you money and you're going to lose income per month. And then you're going to have to figure out what you need to do by yourself to get back to where you want to be.
Hmm.
I've also made that mistake before, which is why I'm saying to
Don't do
you,
that. Yeah.
yeah, don't make the same mistake I've made. You know what I
Yep.
mean?
Yep.
This was not a bad call today. I'm going to send you the Fathom recording of this call so that you can look it over,
Cool.
so that you can
Cool.
kind of take notes of everything.
Yeah. I've been listening to your calls, but I should have actually read the script myself. Gotten used to that.
Dude, it's okay. I'm brutally honest, bro. I'm
I mean, that's what we need as clients. So,
I'm a brutally honest individual, so don't feel like you did anything wrong. I can't get you to being a good salesman if I don't hold you to X standard.
oh yeah, definitely.
You know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm
Yeah.
just holding you to that standard
Yep.
because that's what it takes. You know what I mean? Sales is basically the only thing that you're doing on the call is making the client feel listened to. And then by the questions that you're asking, you're trying to rewire their thought process.
Right.
Like again, at the end when you said, "Well, we could just hop off." I want to put it this way, dude.
Yeah.
How are
Yeah.
you rewiring my thought process to
Yeah.
actually make me want to pay you? You just
Yeah.
made me insecure at that point. You're like, well, if you're not invested, we could hop off. All
Just
right,
get
cool.
off. Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's sweet. I'll get the fuck off, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Um,
So what would you? How would you ask that question? Like,
dude, it literally tells you right there. Anything less than 10.
well, so do not is applying to the rest of them as well. The do not say, listen, bro, at the end of the day, and do not say if you ask them multiple times.
Yes.
That applies to the rest of them.
Yes.
Okay.
It applies to all of those.
Okay.
Because again, that is like,
Yeah, I was gonna say when I was saying it, that didn't sound right.
but this is also like you're reading the script wrong. You're trying to navigate this script without having any idea of how the script's actually framed.
Yeah.
It seems like a really bad way to set yourself up for a close.
Hmm.
See what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
Dude, being a business owner is prior preparation. Prior preparation prevents piss poor performance, bro.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
The more you set yourself up for success, the more success you're gonna have.
Hmm. Hmm.
The more you like expect it to just figure itself out, the more problems you're gonna have. You know what I mean?
Hmm. Hmm.
Um, and I've made these mistakes before, bro.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Like a lot. And all I'm saying is, in the long run, bro, I'm being hard on you about them now because in the long run, they're very costly.
Definitely. Definitely. Yeah. Definitely. Couldn't
They
agree.
they they add up.
Hmm.
Other than that, bro, not a bad first call.
Yeah. Cool.
Um,
That was. I mean, I learned a lot. Of course. I think I've got a couple calls. I'm gonna try my best to make some time to not work a crunch and work on the script. And if I can close a couple calls, I think I'm done with crunch.
I think you can close a couple calls. You just need to practice this more.
Yeah, I just got a text from my boss. We don't get hourly pay, but he's like, "Are you here right now?" I'm like, no, I got to work on this.
No, bro. Again, I completely understand. Put it this way: if you don't focus on what's actually going to give you more dividends in the long run, you're always going to be stuck working at crunch. So
Oh,
that's a you decision at the end of the day. You know what I mean?
yep, yep,
Um,
yep.
bro, I hope you have a good rest of your day. I do have
Thank you. I appreciate your time. Definitely learned a lot.
of course, bro. That's what I'm here for. You know what I mean?
Yep, definitely.
Um,
And so to schedule our next call next month, I go through
like I
the.
said, I'm going to send you the link when we get off the call. I do have another call here at 3 o'clock right now, so I got
Yes,
to
sir.
get on there because we ran
Definitely.
over. So the second I get off this next call, I'm going to send you that link, and I'm going to send you the link to the recording of this call so you can look it over.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Oh, I got you, bro.
All right, bro.
If you need anything else from me today, bro, please just let me know. You know, I'm
Yes,
always here.
sir. Got you.
All right, bro.
Yep. Thank you so much.
Peace.
See ya.